Have you ever wondered what happens when the person you trust most is gone? This is the story of a 70-year-old woman. Let's call her Clara, who lived a beautiful, fulfilling life. Welcome to One Last Page. She and her husband had built everything together, a life filled with love, laughter, and security. They were a team, and she felt safe, cherished, and protected. Her world was complete, but one day that world shattered. Her beloved husband passed away, leaving a void that could never be filled. As she was grappling with this immense grief, something even more sinister began to unfold. The very family that was supposed to be her pillar of support, her husband's family, turned on her. The ones she thought would help her heal became the source of her deepest pain. A request for a small amount of money to cover a forgotten bill of her late husband. Clara, with her trusting heart, didn't hesitate. She wanted to honor his memory and take care of his obligations. But then another request came, this time for a supposed investment he had planned. The reasons became more elaborate, the amounts larger. Fake bills, fabricated debts, and emotional pleas became a daily occurrence. They preyed on her love for her husband, twisting her memories into weapons against her. Clara started to feel a growing unease. The nest egg she and her husband had carefully saved for their golden years was dwindling at an alarming rate. Doubt began to creep in, a cold and terrifying feeling. Was this right? She clutched her bank statements, her hands trembling as she saw the withdrawals. Her heart ached, not just for the loss of her money, but for the loss of trust in the people she considered her own. Gathering her courage, she decided to seek help. Her first stop was the bank. She explained the situation to an officer, her voice shaking as she recounted the endless requests for money. She hoped for guidance, for protection. Instead, she was met with a shrug and a simple statement: "You authorized the transactions." There was nothing they could do. The institutional walls she thought would protect her felt cold and indifferent. She left the bank feeling smaller, more isolated than ever before, but Clara was a fighter. She refused to give up. Her next stop was the police station. Surely they would understand. This was theft, a cruel manipulation of an elderly woman in mourning. She sat across from an officer, laying out the fake invoices and desperate text messages. She pleaded for them to intervene, to stop her husband's family from draining her life savings. The officer listened, a look of detached sympathy on his face. He explained that since it was a family matter and she had willingly given the money, it was a civil issue, not a criminal one. He advised her to get a lawyer, a process that seemed daunting and expensive. She walked out of the station into the glaring sun, but all she felt was a chilling darkness. Every door she knocked on was slammed in her face. The constant stress and emotional turmoil began to take a heavy toll. The family's calls became more aggressive, their demands more insistent. They accused her of being selfish, of dishonoring her husband's memory by questioning them. Every ring of the phone sent a jolt of anxiety through her. The woman who was once full of life became a shadow of her former self. Her grief for her husband was now compounded by a profound sense of betrayal and helplessness. She was alone, fighting a battle no one would help her win. her health deteriorated rapidly. The emotional pain manifested physically, weakening her day by day. The joy had been stolen from her life, replaced by fear and despair. In her final days, she wasn't surrounded by loving family, but by the ghosts of betrayal. She passed away not just from a broken heart over losing her husband, but from the crushing weight of being abandoned and exploited by those she should have been able to trust the most. It is a tragic reminder of how vulnerable we can be and the importance of protecting our elderly loved ones. Thank you for listening to Clara's story. If you see injustice, speak up. Be the help that someone like Clara desperately needed. Please subscribe for more stories that matter.